Welcome to 0 to 60.
I'm Matt McChesney. I am the owner and operator of 6-0 Football Academy and 6-0 Equipment. Played at the University of Colorado from 2004. 6 years in the National Football League on both sides of football.
I'm Matt McChesney. This is 0 to 60. That is Coach Prime. We are at the University of Colorado. Brother, thank you so much.
All right. 0 to 60. We're rolling.
Welcome to 0 to 60. Happy Friday to everybody out there. It is a bye week, which sucks. But other than that, it's going to be a great show. Bailey and I got a lot to talk about today. So hold on to your ass, keep your feet on the ground, and let's fucking go. Bailey, let's pay some bills.
Let's pay some bills right off the bat. It's going to be a great show today on this fine Friday. The show is brought to you by BetOnline. BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform, your number one source for everything football. BetOnline is every stat, every matchup, even live odds and spreads to bet on during the games. Think you know your stuff? Get in on our $200,000 mega contest and pick 5 games against the spread every week for your chance at weekly prizes and a share of $200,000. When the game's over, head on over to our online casino and get in on a game of blackjack or poker, or unwind with one of our over 150 slot games. Head to the website today to get in on the action. BetOnline, the game starts here. The show is also brought to you by Cherubundy. Cherubundy provides you a natural product with no added sugars using chart cherries, which are one of the highest antioxidant fruit or vegetable in the world. 10 of the last 11 Super Bowl champions have used it. Every team playing in Europe or Brazil this season had Cherubundy with them. 66 of 67 Power 4 conference teams and every NCAA football and basketball champion since 2007 used Cherubundy, so head on over and check them out today. But Big Matt, Friday, it's bye week. The show's called Bye Week Blues for a reason. How we feeling?
Good, man. There's no blues around here. She just got a text from Coach Kapovic at Alabama.
Oh,
Who was better, Zune or Schmidt at this age? And I'm like, fuck.
that's a tough question.
And I don't know what to do right now. My head is like running hula hoops around my ass trying to figure this one out. So it's gonna be good. I don't know. I don't know, Cap. That's a good question. But yeah, man, it's Friday. We got a lot to talk about that's not necessarily all Colorado related, which is good and bad, I guess. Do some tips and some bets, some tips on some bets, and then get the fuck out of here and enjoy a nice little Saturday and Sunday where I don't have to stress about anything. Going to the Bronco game on Sunday hopefully to watch Max Crosby eat the Broncos alive. But if he doesn't play, at least the uniforms would be cool. That's cool.
Well, hey, it's going to be a great show today. We got a lot planned. We'll talk a little buffs in the beginning. We'll talk college football betting, NFL betting, and much more. Just kind of giving our predictions as we head into the weekend of football ahead. But Big Matt, it's bye week. Let's go ahead and talk bye week a little bit. What does Colorado got to do in order to win the bye week, and what do they got to improve as they head into this K-State game next week? Let's just start.
No one get hurt, and no one go to fucking jail.
Yep.
Yeah. That's it. Don't stick your dick in a blender. Be fucking smart. Mm-hmm. Don't go out and think the season's over and do dumb shit. So no injuries off the field, no jail, no blenders. That's it. Come the fuck back ready to play.
Yeah, exactly. Well, as we head into this K-State game, I want to kind of bring back Coach Prime's interview post-game of the UCF game and just kind of listen to some of the things he said as we head into this bye week. Take a look and listen here.
To the break, what's the record? Because I'm one game at a time. Say it again. I just want to hear y'all say it collectively. And y'all feel for it. We're 4-1 right now going into the break, and I'm so excited. You have no idea. It's going to be a really good plane ride tonight. Trending in the right direction. I feel like you guys are seeing the fruit of a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, great hires, bringing the right guys in with the right attitudes, the right work ethic. I love where we are as a program. I really do. But could we be better? Of course. I think everyone can. But I know we're trending in the right direction.
Matt, your thoughts on that?
Fuck yeah, man. That makes me goddamn happy. God damn it. That makes me so fucking happy. I don't know what to do with myself. He's right, too.
Mm-hmm.
Just lob him, and he's hitting that motherfucker out of the park. So, man, Coach Prime's got us humming, and I love it. I'm fucking pumped. Yeah, so he's right, and you know that's the truth. He's got him fucking humming. And I'm glad everybody can see it now. Not everybody can see it. There's still some haters out there, but that's okay.
Exactly. And, you know, before we move on to this, you know, bye week topic, you as a player, you've been in bye week. You've had this hundreds of times over the years. Just break down what the mindset as a player. What is the most important thing as a player to remember and to keep in mind during that bye week?
Don't get hurt. Don't go to fucking jail. Don't stick your dick in a blender. We went over.
Okay. All right.
It's real simple. Don't overthink the fucking bye week. Your practice is over. You're at home for 3 days. Don't go to fucking jail.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fucking stick your dick in a blender, idiot. Okay? And don't get fucking hurt off the field. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Come back ready to fucking play. Easy. It's not fucking hard. Go
Simple.
home and lock yourself in air conditioning and, you know, fucking take it out on your high school girlfriend instead of your college girlfriend for the next 3 days and have yourself a good time.
There you have it. Simple as put. Well, we started this show off on a happy note. Matt, now not such a happy note. A K-State podcast has come out and said they have an extreme advantage on both sides of the ball versus Colorado. I just kind of want to get your take on this video. Take a listen here.
And K-State has a extreme advantage on both the offensive and defensive lines.
Matt, do you agree with the statement, and what are your thoughts?
No, of course not. This is the same exact thing we just heard from UCF.
Yeah. Every week we're here.
And now that you're coming to Boulder.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't think an extreme advantage. Extreme? I mean, I watched BYU beat the shit out of you in the trench.
Yeah,
so, and then I watched you dominate Oklahoma State.
Mm-hmm.
So the last time you went to Elevation, you got beat by 30.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Oklahoma State? Since we're talking Big 12,
Oklahoma State's a good program. They need to give the ball to Ollie more. That kid's a stud. I think they have a little bit of an identity complex problem right now.
Mm-hmm.
But UCF's, you know, Oklahoma State's a ground and pound team. They think that they're tougher than everybody. Utah humbled them.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, UCF, this is the same narrative UCF ran with, the same narrative all the fans ran with, and it made people look dumb as fuck. Yeah. So I'm going to say this again. I've been saying this since day one. I'm one of the few that has been saying it since day one. All right. The University of Colorado is built different up front in the trench.
Mm-hmm.
Offensively and especially defensively. Their defensive line is fucking mean as shit.
Yeah,
they're mean, dog. They're fucking good. So look, and their linebacking core is exceptional. So
all firm. Yeah.
I think our defense is better than Kansas State's defense, bro. Like personally, and I'll take Shedeur over A.V. Johnson, and I don't know who they're going to get to cover all these receivers. And I'm sorry, but I want everybody to think like this. This is exactly the way I want the opposition and the national media thinking, and I hope more people start popping off as the week goes on. Like take your bye week bullshit and all your extreme advantage, and I'm telling you, just keep talking like this for the rest of the week, and we'll see what happens. But this is just a media member. This isn't a player. This is just some Cheeto fucking eating, Mountain Dew pounding, Chicago backhanding, mama's basement living fucking gargoyle from Manhattan, Kansas. I mean, look at that guy. He's never seen a vagina in his life. So, look, dog, no offense, of course. Or respectfully. If you say respectfully or no offense, nobody can get mad, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not buying into the narrative. I think it's fucking ridiculous again. But hey, until a player or a coach says it, you just got to take it with a grain of salt, or as far as this guy goes, a pound of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm fucking on one
it's
today.
ironic. We sit here every week. There's always, I don't have a problem with them being critical either. That's something that's straight up not true, and it's not true. That's just you.
Well, he doesn't know it's not true. He's in Kansas. The quarterback's been talking.
Really?
Tell me, please. I'd
Yes.
like to.
Let me do some research, but I just was bringing up the fact how ironic is we see this every week. Every week.
Oh, now Cereal can't handle us up front. That's like saying, okay, a fucking offensive lineman can't handle a short stack and a fat bitch at the same time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I actually found what they're talking about. Give me a minute to get it in here.
Short stacks and fat bitches. You found one?
No.
I know there's tons of them in Tennessee, in old Knoxville.
Oh yeah.
Are you in Knoxville?
So here's what happened. I'll read you what happened. And I'll add this. So Avery Johnson responds under Tajay McCoy's Instagram post with "It's on now." So they're already chirping.
That's not talking shit.
I mean, you commenting on the opposition's post a week.
Oh, okay, and never mind. That is talking shit.
Yeah. You'll see. Let me add this here.
Yeah, cool. Good for him. They can type. Congratulations. Look, I'm not gonna get it's on now. Be like, oh fuck, man! If this is the Fast and the Furious, I'd be fucking super intimidated.
Well, here, I'm adding the slide now. They must? Old boy saying in the chat they must have played with each other. Here's the slide here, but it says Colorado State quarterback Avery Johnson responds under Colorado D-line Tajay McCoy's Instagram post with "Is on now."
So did they play together at some point or something?
I would guess so. I don't know. I don't know the relationship between the two. But.
Look, dog. Look, rivalry is a good thing. If these kids don't like each other, even better. I text Stonebreaker, the linebacker I sent here. I'll show you the exact fucking conversation we had. Maybe we could run with this one too. Because hey, we're gonna talk some shit on fucking text. With friends, it's gonna be fucking so cool. I said, I can't wait to see you this weekend. We're going to beat the shit out of you. Yeah, I'll find you. We got to get a picture for the game, but we're going to whip your fucking ass. That's what this is, dog. Like, come on. I love this because Kansas State, Colorado is a rivalry. I want the kids to know each other and want to go after each other. The fans can buy into all the bullshit, but there's a lot of personal feelings on the field. I want to whip Stone's ass. He wants to whip CU's ass. That's the way this works. Yeah. Fuck them. Let's go. I can't wait.
Exactly. It's gonna be a great game on the 12th. I cannot wait for that, man.
Yeah, they're like best friends, dog. Of course they're gonna talk shit to each other. If you're best friends, every time I played against a friend, it was so hyped. The fucking jersey didn't mean shit. I get to go fucking ring up my best friend in a game. Motherfucker, let's go. I'm into this.
Yeah. That's exactly.
Like, imagine if I got to pass rush Coach JB and hit him in his bitch ass chin.
It was Smitty. Oh my god! That
was like me and Smitty get to run a fucking like a TT game, and we both get free because he's got a sorry ass O line in Independence, Kansas, and we just.
I play center, bro. I'll be a center. You guys can try to run that game on me. Good luck. Good luck. I'll pick up both of y'all.
You played high school. You played football in Independence, Kansas.
I didn't play Independence, Kansas, dude. I'm from Seattle, Washington. What are you
Eastern Washington. Talking about then, dog? Why are you getting all offended? I didn't say.
I'm not offended. I was just saying, like, should I play center? It's 3-2 on 1 on JBU. It's Smitty.
Fucking sensitive.
I was just saying.
You O-linemen are so sensitive. All right, what else are we talking about today?
You're an O-lineman too. Don't forget, you're both.
So I'm a D-lineman first, dog. I don't want to hear it. Next question.
Let's go into some betting. Let's talk college football. Let's talk college football betting. I'm going to start with these big games here. Let's start at the top. So Texas A&M is 2.5-point favorites against Missouri. Missouri is ranked 9th in the country. Obviously, they have probably one of the best receivers in the country in Luther Burden. What are your thoughts on this game?
I'm going to take A&M at home. This is an old Big 12 rivalry game too, and Kyle Field is a hard place to win. And I don't think Missouri's going undefeated. And I think this is one of the games that they dropped. It'll be a huge win for A&M, who beat Arkansas last week 20-17 or something. Yep. 11 out of the last 12 against the Razorbacks, which is a huge rivalry for them. I'm a little biased, obviously. Trey Zune, who I just brought up, talking to Coach Cap, is the left tackle for A&M, and he's, in my opinion, he's a first-round draft pick at left tackle out of the SEC. And I really, I think that A&M's a good football team, and they're trying to find their feet under a new coach. And I'm obviously pulling for them, but I do think that they're just due for a huge win, and it's just one of those feelings things, right? So I don't think Missouri's going undefeated. This is a game where I would just take A&M outright on the money line, honestly.
Interesting. I mean, I like I respect your judgment. I don't with this game. I don't know. I don't have a lot of confidence in Texas A&M offense. To be honest with you, their quarterback, and then he got hurt. I don't know if I think he's coming back here, but I just am like, Missouri, I think it's ultimately going to be, they're going to air it out. It's going to be a tough game. Obviously, College Station, tough place to play. I do know Texas A&M's they got a new center in because I believe their starter is out for the year. But as a kid, I played against a high school. I know him very well, against Coley. But I'm going to take Mizzou money line this game. If I'm betting this game, I actually probably will bet this game and take Mizzou money line on that. But it's going to be a hell of a game, no doubt. What else? What else do we want to talk? Miami Cal. So Miami has to travel cross country out to Cal Berkeley out on the West Coast. I believe Cal is 12.5-point favorites here. What are your just thoughts on this game? Cam Ward, obviously, I think Cal's quarterback's name is Fernando Mendoza, big quarterback who can sling the rock. What are your thoughts on this game?
Well, Cal's definitely not 12.5-point favorites, but
or 12 underdogs. I meant.
Other than that, I think that Miami is going to go to Cal and beat the fucking shit out of them. Honestly, Miami's really good. Now, look, I have two guys that play at Cal from the Dungeon family. I hope they play well, but this will be a slaughter in Berkeley. I don't give a fuck how far they have to fly. They could play in the middle of fucking Saskatchewan on a goddamn field, or go to New York and play on in the concrete jungle. It don't matter. Miami's whipping Cal's ass.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. And the cross country flight shit is tough, but I mean, we watched Stanford. My boy is a center at Stanford. He went and beat the hell out of Syracuse. So,
I love when people use this. It's not the Oregon Trail. You're not riding a horse. You're not in a fucking bus together. You're on a huge fucking plane, and you got tons of leg room, and it's not that fucking bad. Just get on the plane, shut the fuck up, fly there, sleep in a fucking king size bed, fucking nice air conditioning and all that bullshit. Free everything. Wake up, go get stretched, get tape, play football, eat some chicken, go the fuck home, sleep on the way back. All this oh my God, I have to fly across the country. They're not actually flying. They're just on a plane, okay? No one's actually out there fucking trying to put together some apparatus to fly across the country.
Yeah, exactly. Amen. Moving on here to another game I wanted to talk to you about. Georgia-Auburn. Georgia's in an interesting spot here. The 22.5-point favorites versus Auburn, but obviously this is an SEC rivalry. What are your just thoughts on this game?
Where is it?
It's Georgia's at home.
I think Georgia's definitely going to win. Hugh Freeze is in trouble at Auburn.
Yeah,
they're just not progressing the way that they should be under him. But again, he's a fuck that guy. He sucks. Look, I think Georgia's really good when they're motivated. So how motivated are they going to be against Auburn? Because they came out against Alabama in the first half and shit on themselves, and they fucking dominated the second half, but then lost in one play after winning in one play at the end of the game. So I'd like to think Georgia 22.5 is a big number, but they could easily cover that. They're pretty explosive.
It's a weird number. I don't know. That's tough. That's a weird number. If it was 20.5, I'd be all right, 20. I think though, I don't have a doubt Georgia's going to win. Obviously, Auburn has had some. They got blown out by Cal at home.
This guy, you're not paying attention. Blenders. You can I've said this 100 times. You can only stick your dick in a blender one time. I don't know where you get ers. Like, why is it blenders? Like, no, there's no blenders involved. It's usually just blender. But from personal experience, I don't know, but I do. I've heard shit like.
Yeah, I don't
Just
know
saying.
about that.
I know plenty of guys that have stuck their fucking dick in blenders and bear traps and mouse traps and all kinds of shit and never heard from them again. Because I think you understand that blender is pussy and it's undefeated. So don't act like you don't know. You think motherfuckers are really sticking their fucking dicks in blenders. Come on, what are you talking about?
Chat, y'all are hilarious. But yeah, Georgia, I don't know if they'll cover that lot. That number is a little bit tough for me. I don't know. I probably wouldn't bet it, but I think Georgia definitely wins that game.
That's just where it comes.
What?
Josh
Bailey.
Ridiculous. That's what.
Love you, Josh Bailey. You're hilarious, bro. Here's another game. Ole Miss, South Carolina. This is interesting. Ole Miss got to go out to Columbia, take on South Carolina. Ole Miss is 8.5-point favorites on the road. What are your thoughts on this game? I believe Lenora Sellers is playing this game.
So the Confederates are going to the Gamecocks?
Yep.
I'm sorry. This Ole Miss that their mascot's not a huge Confederate soldier. Yes.
Ole Miss.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Ole Miss fan, obviously. South Carolina's playing better, but I don't know how good they are either. I think Ole Miss is probably going to be pretty pissed off that they got fucked up last week by Kentucky.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin will probably try and hang half a fucking 100 on these people. Jackson Dart won't play that shitty again. Yeah, I'll take the Confederates by 100.
I mean, this is tough. See, I mean, you know how that atmosphere is in that stadium. Beamer's got that place rocking, bro. So, I mean, I think Ole Miss will end up pulling it out. 8.5 points. I don't know. I watched LSU go in there and really struggle for a half. And, I mean,
is this a thing?
What?
I'm confused.
We can cuss on YouTube, bro. Don't worry.
They're gonna cancel.
No, we're not getting canceled.
Hey, dog, you can't cancel me, bitch.
No, I ain't worried about that.
Here, everyone, cover your ears real quick. Earmuffs, cock, balls.
Oh my gosh, chat's interesting.
They're gonna cancel you. Stop cursing. Save it.
Chat.
You're goddamn right. Singing's gonna win tomorrow, dog, because we're on a fucking bye week. Someone's paying attention.
That's what I'm saying. Oh man. But anyway, this game, I don't know. I'd like South Carolina as 8.5-point underdogs. That number, I mean, I'm not gonna bet it, but I'd look at it. Moving on here. Huh?
You bet Washington State Boise last week. Bet this.
Yeah, that was one of the worst. That was probably my worst bet of the season. But it's all right. Colorado made me so much money that it didn't matter.
Yeah, they also, that was a good day.
Yeah, that was a great day. Here's something I wanted to talk. Go ahead.
TCU last year was better. I put a G on them, and they were plus 700.
Yeah, I remember you said that on the show. I was thinking about should have listened to fucking that.
Awesome. Yeah.
Shit. But here's a good game. Baylor, Iowa State. Big 12 matchup.
In Ames?
Yeah, and Iowa State's at home. Iowa stays 11.5-point favorites.
Oh, I think that Baylor will cover 11.5.
I think Baylor wins, bro. I sit here and think that's such a trap game for Iowa State. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Yeah, I think Baylor's probably pissed the fuck off after the last 2 weeks.
I think Iowa State's defense is really fucking good.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, so I don't think Ames. Ames is first of all, what can I say about Ames that I haven't said about Afghanistan? Okay, that's the first thing. Second, Matt Campbell's a great coach, and they love their team there, and they're a very respectable program these days. And It's an old Big 12 North rival, and I don't think Baylor goes to Ames and wins. Nah. But look, if they do, then kudos to you. But I'd take the points. 11.5 is a lot. But Baylor's definitely one of those teams that is going to fucking fight and lose by one score. Like Baylor is on that same trend. Last year they lost big. This year they're losing small. Next year they could win small and then win big. Like that head coach down there's already won a Big 12 title. Like three years ago they beat Oklahoma State in the Big 12 title game. So, it's just I don't think Baylor wins, but they'll cover 11.5.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Definitely bet to cover. You and I don't see it the same on that. I look at that as like an upset alert, bro. Like, I'm seriously I'm not gonna bet it, but I'd be like, it wouldn't shock me if a pissed off Baylor figured that out. They always seem to hang.
Look, 11.5 on Bet Online is a good number. I'd take that. 11.5 on Bet Online is a good number.
Yeah, exactly. Here's one. Any shot Vanderbilt beats Bama? They're 22.5 point dogs at home, Vandy. Do you think Bama boat races them?
Vanderbilt, like the college?
Yes, Matt.
No.
All right. Enough said
If
about
you're
it.
betting that game, you're a fucking degenerate gambler. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to everybody out there. If your dumbass bets Vanderbilt against Alabama in any capacity, points, fucking money line, if you bet third down percentage, you're a fucking degenerate. You need to call that number at the bottom of the screen.
That number.
That says, dude, I can't fucking do this shit anymore because I'm a degenerate. Stanley, goddamn, you sexy
Stanley
motherfucker.
Harris in the house.
There you go, Stanley. Fuck yeah, homie. Unless you're Stanley, of course, then you can just do whatever you want.
I'll read it. He says, have you guys set sight on Evan Knoll from St. Stanislaus Bay, St. Louis, Missouri,
Man,
class
learn how to
2025?
fucking read.
I was like, Stanislaus Bay, St. Louis, the comic.
Oh my God.
This kid's booting 61 plus field goals and now practicing 65 plus. Truly game changer. Loving the ride with you guys, Matt. Your brother card is on the way. Hey, Stanley Harris, we appreciate you.
Hey, will you please find the fucking Chappelle Show clip of the black delegation with the yellow cake?
We can't show that, Matt.
Why the fuck can't
Tommy
you show
Central
that?
gonna get us. We already do.
You can't show that fucking clip. We can show clips of like 2 chicks in 1 cup, but I can't show that clip.
No, we can't show that either.
You can't show 2 clips. No, you can't do that either.
Can't show that either.
Don't Google that.
Oh boy, yeah. Chat, go Google that. Matt
Don't Google that.
Not. I thought you were talking about the Chappelle. All right. Rutgers, Nebraska. I could see it. Nebraska 6.5 point favorites at home. Rutgers got head to Lincoln. Your thoughts?
Rutgers.
Really?
Yeah, dog. I looked, and this is perfect setup. Nebraska's got a rookie quarterback who's awesome. Raiola's a great player, but Greg Schiano's fucking defense is super opportunistic. They are tough as fuck. They are really flying around. Rutgers' offensive line is the highest graded offensive line from tackle to tackle in college football. Gus Zelinkas, their center, is Hank's brother. Hank Zelinkas is our center at CU. And Gus is going to be the fucking first center off the board. He's from Cherry Creek. Hank, when he gets to his point in his career, is going to be just like his brother Gus, the first motherfucking center off the board. So I'm rolling with Rutgers, dog, and not because I don't like Nebraska. Like I got 2 guys, lockdown Ben Brown, another center, is on his way to Nebraska this weekend on a trip, and my boy Caden Absher from Douglas County is on his way to Lincoln on a trip this weekend. So I'm pulling for Nebraska. I want my great grandma to be happy, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's 97 years old, big Red fan. I want her to be happy and shit. But I think Rutgers is going to go to Lincoln and spoil the party. And look, that Nebraska's making a bowl game this year. They're going to be 7-8 win team. You know what would be fucking sweet? Like if Nebraska and CU both miss out on the playoff and they both finish like 8-4, 9-3. And they play like the Holiday Bowl or something.
That'd be
so fucking awesome, dog.
That shit will be active.
Yeah, because that would be. Why wouldn't you want that game? You know what I'm saying? So, I just think I'll take Rutgers straight at home. Like, and what's the money line for Rutgers?
it's like plus 205.
So what if I'm parlaying Texas A&M at home? I'm taking Iowa State at home. I'm taking Rutgers on the road. And what was my other pick for the upset?
Hold on.
Well, these are your fucking picks, dickhead.
No, I didn't think. See, I had been sitting here thinking Rutgers going to Nebraska. I watched that Washington
What was
game.
the other fucking game, man? Hey, everybody in the chat, do you remember? Because my CTE and the fact that I smoked dope like a chimney is fucking.
Yeah, if you had the other game, I got so much stuff going. But here, let's talk about this game.
You just changed the topic.
Whatever,
dog. Let's go.
Rutgers money line. You positive about that? That you think
Am I
really?
Positive? No, dog.
That's what you think.
I think they're going to win. They could go out and totally shit on themselves like a New Jersey Turnpike. You can't fucking turn left in that whole goddamn state. By the way, I love it personally. But yeah, look, Rayola could chop them up, but Rutgers is
tough.
Look, I watched Rutgers Washington the other day, and I think Washington's a pretty good team. And they're not as good as they were last year, but they're pretty good. And Rutgers just dominate the line of scrimmage, bro. And their defense is fast as fuck. Greg Schiano has done this before. Like Greg Schiano knows how to build a team. He's a fucking trick.
You see that run from that running back on Rutgers? You see that run where he broke like 6 Washington tackles on the sideline?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look, I just want to. I gotta throw shade here. Baylor lost to CU on the last play of the game in an overtime, and then they lost on the last play of the game against BYU too. That's just not true, dog. So it's okay. Keep laughing. That's probably what you look like. Ugh.
Oh man,
that was uncalled for. I apologize for going after the way you look, because from an ugly guy to probably an ugly guy. High five.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's move to some SEC play. Tennessee, Arkansas. Tennessee's got to head to Arkansas. Arkansas is 13.5-point underdogs at home. Your thoughts?
Who?
Tennessee and Arkansas.
Oh yeah, Tennessee's gonna fucking murder Arkansas. But Arkansas is not.
I was like, really?
No, Arkansas is not winning that game. Absolutely not. Like Arkansas will play them tough. But Tennessee might win the Natty, bro. Tennessee is
fucking legit. Like
Tennessee is nice, bro. Like Rocky Top is fucking rolling.
Yeah, that's right. It's fun. It's fun here, Matt. It's fun to be out here, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure it's awesome. Like you can go fucking scratch your ass in the woods and hang out with your sister all fucking day and just scream Rocky Top, Rocky Top. Shut up.
Oh yeah,
I just compliment you enough. You're from fucking Seattle.
Yeah, well, speaking of Seattle, Michigan, Washington. Michigan's got to head to Seattle to play Washington on Washington is 1.5-point favorites at home. Before you say anything, I would bet Michigan money line on that. Ain't no fucking way Washington beats Michigan. That's just me.
I think Washington beats Michigan at home.
Wow.
Because Michigan can't throw the fucking ball 5 feet.
Yeah, that's true.
And eventually that's going to get you beat. And again, you with your flight theory, they have to fly all the way across the country.
I just said, see, now you use it. Yeah. No, I think Michigan beats Washington like they just beat USC. I legitimately think that it's the same.
I'm parlaying A&M, Washington, and what were the other two? Fuck!
Rutgers,
and I'm taking South Carolina too. Just
Baylor was the other game. There you go. Baylor.
Down with the Confederacy.
Yeah, well, there you have it. Couple more college games before we move on to some NFL and then get out of here on this fine Friday. Clemson and Florida State. Clemson has kind of been on a roll since they lost to Georgia. Florida State, on the other hand, is struggling like crazy, and I don't think they have DJU. I don't think they have DJU. So Clemson is 14.5-point favorites on the road headed to Tallahassee. Matt, your thoughts on that game?
I'm going to say Florida State pulls the upset. They got a new quarterback. Okay, bro, just act like they're all scrubs. I think Florida State pulls the upset. I think Clemson goes in there and plays above. Like, I think they don't play well. I do. Florida State's starting a new quarterback. I'm going to take Florida State at home over Clemson.
Maybe the quarterback is the problem with Florida State. That's what JB keeps bringing up.
100% the fucking problem. For DJ Alphabet can't fucking play in that system. He was good last year because he played under center and they ran the fuck out of the ball. That's not the system they're in at Florida State. So,
that's true.
Sit his big ass down and then, see what you got with this other kid. But I think Florida State's going to play up. I think they're going to play hard. I think regardless of what you think about the team as a whole, they suck. But any given fucking Saturday, boys, I'm telling you, it's college football. Shit happens like this. And nobody thought Kentucky would go to fucking Oxford and beat Ole Miss last week. So, no one thought CU was going to go to UCF and win as 14-point dogs. And now you're 14-point dogs at home against – I remember correctly, Roddy White said that these guys couldn't win because they're all white.
Yeah.
So,
what are your thoughts on Clemson?
Take the fucking oyster crackers down to Tallahassee and win by 15? I don't think so.
What are your thoughts on Clemson since week 1? I mean, they went and beat the shit out of Stanford and some other teams. What are your thoughts on them? So you think they dropped this game against Florida State?
Yeah, it's a rivalry game. You can throw records out the window. They're starting a new quarterback. I don't know. It just lines up perfectly for Florida State to shock the world.
I see what you're saying. That never even crossed my radar. And now I'm like, I see what you're saying, big man. I started to see what you're saying a little bit.
No, my parlay is going to keep this weekend.
Here's another game. Iowa and Ohio State. Iowa travels to Ohio State. Ohio State is 18.5-point favorites at home.
Dead. Iowa's dead.
Iowa's dead.
No chance. None.
They can't.
They'll play good defense for a quarter, and then
score.
the floodgates will fucking explode, and they'll get ran out of the park.
Yeah.
They're cooked. They're dead. Done. There you go, Eric. Fucking A, man.
Welcome to the Dungeon family, brother. Thank you for joining. But yeah, I mean, they can't fucking score. So I mean, what the you gotta do?
There you lose.
Yeah, exactly. It's as simple as that. I don't know.
Last time I've seen a fucking 10-7 Ohio State game is never. I can't fucking remember one. So
yeah, exactly. Last game I want to kind of cover in college here. UCF in Florida. What are your thoughts? UCF travels to Florida, not really traveling Orlando to Gainesville. Florida is 1.5-point dogs at home. That's tough.
That's a tough one right there. I wouldn't be surprised if Florida wins the game outright, honestly. They're at home again. But I wouldn't be surprised if UCF goes in there and gets right because they're pretty good too. And Gus Malzahn will definitely make changes and make sure his team doesn't give up 50 again. So I'll take UCF on the road here. I'll just stick with the Big 12. But I'm not going to – I'd stay away from that game. I'm
not betting that game. I look at
1.5-point line is fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's a
what's the fucking point in me? But why do I want to put this in my parlay? So I can fuck up my parlay?
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to fucking run.
Could we see both Florida and Florida State win this week?
Yeah, maybe, man. And Miami.
Yeah.
And you won't get the Florida. You won't get the Florida parlay because UCF loses. Miami's fucking beating the shit out of Cal, dog. Don't even start with this shit.
Steve Kim is going up to the game. I believe JB might be heading up to Cal.
Good. There's no way that all those fucking dudes from Dade County and Miami and Mario Cristobal are going to go out and lose all these granola motherfuckers in Berkeley. Shut up.
Yeah, there's a cat I played with on Cal is Tobias Merriweather. He's from Washington. I know him pretty well. Last game, USC, Minnesota. Row the boat, PJ Fleck, Minnesota. USC is 8.5-point favorites headed to Minnesota. Your thoughts?
USC will beat the shit out of Minnesota. Although Minnesota played Michigan pretty hard, but again, Michigan can't throw the ball.
Really good defense, though. I don't know. I think SC might be in trouble.
Minnesota will play them tough. Minnesota will play them tough, but they're not going to beat SC.
I don't think that 8.5 points. I gladly take Minnesota at home to cover that. I think it'll be close. I mean, dude, Minnesota's tough, bro. Like, they're not. I mean, they're not like.
Yeah, but they're not fat.
Or
they're just.
They're just tough, exactly. So
you can be tough, but SC is tough and fast, and that's going to be the difference.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. College football betting. Bet as you will. But hey, we all 500 people. We appreciate
I'll take
you.
my fucking word for it.
Yeah, exactly. It's all on you. But here, let's move on to some NFL. Just kind of go down the list real quick here. Obviously, the Falcons took out the Bucs last night. Late
509 yards passing. Fuck.
Yeah, Kirk was making some plays.
Pretty good.
But
Pretty
Kirk
good.
I was like, okay, Kirk, he was making some throws. Like, all right, we haven't seen this. We've been kind of coming at quarterback play the whole year. It was nice to see that. And then that Monday night game, you and JB kind of talked about a little bit with Geno and Goff. I mean, it was, again, nice to watch. So
that was a great game too. But of course,
what?
Not everybody's happy.
Oh, well, that's JB's
500 yards passing. Fuck.
Yeah. Man. Well, let's start here. You start with your Jets. Your Jets and Vikings. Oh, this is a tough game. Vikings led by Sam Darnold are, I believe, at home versus the Jets.
They're in fucking London.
Well, fuck yeah. Sean King came on the show and his lock was Aaron Rodgers to go ball out overseas and to beat the Vikings. What are your thoughts on that game?
I'm nervous if I'm a Jet fan.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. But again, they're in London, so yeah, I mean, could Aaron Rodgers go over there and fucking ball the fuck out? Yeah. But could they totally shit on themselves again? Yes, because last week was awful. Mm-hmm. But in the NFL, most of the time you get rebound. Minnesota's coming off a huge win and undefeated. They're not going to go undefeated. The Jets are coming off a terrible loss and everyone's counting them out. Yeah, I'll ride with Sean. I'll take the Jets.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. I don't know. I think Aaron's 40 years old and kind of been in this and probably has been overseas multiple times over the years. So I think the adjustment won't be nothing crazy for him.
Aaron Rodgers has laid more fucking pipe in this goddamn world than Wabasha plumbing, dog.
Exactly. But, yeah, I mean, I do like Minnesota, though, up and coming with Sam Darnold, who's really shocked people this year, balling out. I mean,
yeah, Sam Darnold's he's really having a great year. So I wouldn't be surprised if Minnesota beats shit out of them, but it's the NFL. There's going to be a rebound and there's going to be a fall.
Yeah. Kevin O'Connell's got that offense going in Minnesota, but I think the Jets do end up winning that. If I were betting it, Jets money line. But Ravens and Bengals. The Bengals have been kind of struggling so far this year. We haven't seen they lost to the Commander. Like, it's just, I don't know. What are your thoughts on this game? Baltimore's Derrick Henry rolling, they beat the crap out of
What does lost to the Commanders mean? They've won 2 in a row and they're scoring 40 points a game, and Jaden Daniels is lacing people the fuck up. Of course they lost. Jaden Daniels was 90% completion percentage.
Yeah.
Look, Baltimore is as tough as they get. This is a division game, though, at home. So the fact that they're favored on the road in a division game, people seem to think that Cincinnati's not going to be able to stop them running the football. So this is a big test for Cincinnati's defense. Other than Trey Hendrickson, I don't think they've really got a lot up front. I like the Hubbard guy, but again, their interior pressure is suspect. So look, I'll take Baltimore on the road here too. I think King Henry keeps running the ball well, and Lamar eventually, is going to be a 300-yard passer on top of a 100-yard rusher. That offense is going to be unstoppable as long as they keep doing what they did last week with the fucking different variations of trap that they ran and all the. You can see it. The Dungeon Family video will be up. That it's posting right now. Baby, we'll have it in whenever the fuck it is. But it's this trap breakdown that I did for Baltimore and Buffalo, bro. I just can't stop watching the play. It's fucking awesome. So I think that there's a ton of opportunity for Baltimore to just get right, and when they do, they're going to be scary as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Chicago's going to beat Carolina. That Houston Buffalo game looks pretty cool. That'll be a good game.
I would take Cincinnati at home. I love home underdogs in the NFL. So I would take Cincinnati at home. Plus 2.5. If that goes up to 3, even better. Carolina. It's a great game. Carolina and Bears.
Talking about Carolina, I refuse.
I would take Carolina for the points if Andy Dalton's the quarterback. That's what I would say.
The Red Rockets.
Yep, exactly. Bills, Texans. Bills are 1.5-point favorites headed to Houston. Again, home underdogs. I would take Houston here.
Yeah, I'd take Houston here too. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. There you have it. Colts, Jags. Colts headed to Jacksonville. Jags are 2.5-point favorites at home.
I would take Jacksonville here. Indianapolis.
I would too.
Fucking awful when they go to Jacksonville. They're terrible. Every time.
Yeah, they have history. Yeah.
They suck there, bro. They fucking lose there all the time, and Jacksonville hasn't won yet. And Doug Peterson is getting fucking super criticized, and I guarantee you he's going to take the ropes back and start calling the plays again. He has to.
No, I agree. I agree, or else he's gonna lose a job, bro. This is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. Jacksonville home I'd probably take. I'm not big on either team there. Browns, Commanders. Commanders are 3.5-point favorites at home versus Cleveland. Matt, your thoughts?
I think Washington will chop the Browns up. Deshaun Watson can't play. They're having a hard time scoring points, even though their defense is good. And I think Jaden Daniels not only is going to win Rookie of the Year, he keeps playing like this, he might win MVP as a fucking rookie.
Yeah.
I think he is special. So I think Washington, they could have a letdown, but I think Washington's actually pretty good.
I think Daniels is the rookie of the year offensively. This game, though, I think he's going to meet who Myles Garrett is today or Sunday. Because I don't know how you feel about the Commanders' offensive line. I don't know if you've watched much of them. I think Myles Garrett is about to have a field day, and the Browns are going to win like 16-13, like they always do if they win.
Well, you do know Myles Garrett is dealing with a really bad high ankle sprain and is struggling with it, not practicing and not playing up to.
Is he? Well, I don't know. I didn't see he was out. Is he out?
He's not out. He's playing hurt.
Yeah, I've seen he's playing with it. I'm like, I still think he's going to be a threat no matter what. But yeah, that is a good point to raise.
If he could play quarterback, that would probably help.
Yeah, they have issues with Deshaun. If I were betting, I'd say Cleveland +3. I think that's plenty of points easily. Oh boy, we thought that Panthers game was this bad. Dolphins. Patriots in New England.
Next.
Okay. I don't know. I have no comment on that game.
Next.
49ers, Cardinals. Niners are 7.5-point favorites at home versus Kyler Murray and the Cardinals. Your thoughts?
That's crazy.
I would almost take Arizona.
Take Arizona in the points. I know they got smoked last week, but again, it's not going to happen 2 weeks in a row. Fuck yeah! I take the Cardinals. I'll take the Cardinals points here. I don't think they win in San Francisco. San Francisco's playing okay, and they're getting some guys back. But yeah, I think Kyler Murray will play good enough to keep that close. Maybe
I would absolutely take the Cardinals.
Their defense is pretty shitty though, so
7.5. That's a lot of points, especially in the NFL. So
the NFL is kind of shitty overall, but look, Arizona's defense is poo-poo. So we'll see.
Well, I don't know. Anything above 7, I'd look at.
A fucking huge number, yeah.
Yeah. Broncos versus Raiders. Matt, I believe you're going to this game.
We'll be at the game, yeah. Hopefully, we're going to see Max Crosby play, but he's got a high ankle too. I hope he plays, but who knows if he'll be what he usually is. The entire fucking team for the Raiders is hurt. Everyone. The goddamn injury report is the entire page. So. Man, the Broncos offense is just so terrible. I just can't. 60 yards passing and they win. This game's going to be like 10-7. So I would stay away from betting this. I'm going. They're rocking the old school uniforms. They're playing the Raiders. I'm hoping to see fucking John Elway throw it to Mark Jackson across the middle and Howie Long chase him down. But I just don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, this is going to be I mean, I look at the Raiders.
I hope Max Crosby plays and eats fucking the tackles for the ball for Denver alive. So I got something to watch. Yeah. At least when I went to the Pittsburgh-Denver game, TJ Watt went off. And it was fun to watch.
Yeah. I would look at betting the Raiders here. I don't know.
Don't bet this game, you degenerate.
Well, I'm not betting. I wouldn't.
I said them. I'm not talking to you, motherfucker. You're on the show.
Yeah, well, I look at the Raiders there. I don't know, though. That's a tough game. Here's another one. The
He's an
Green Bay
asshole.
Packers versus the Rams, the injured Los Angeles Rams, and they're really beat up. They lost to Caleb Williams and the Bears last week. What are your thoughts on this game, bro?
I think the Packers will get right. They showed a lot in the second half. 4 touchdowns, 3 picks out of Love. Eliminate 2 of the picks, and you might win that game against Minnesota. I think the Rams are just – I wouldn't be surprised this year if McVay walks after the season and they start a rebuild just because Stafford's fucking destroyed and Donald's gone and they're just young and they're the no-name team. They got a bunch of just guys that you just don't know. So – they achieved their goal, though. They sold out, and they got a great fucking team, and they won a Super Bowl, and I wouldn't be surprised if McVay moves on, and he's the next fucking coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
Really? Wow.
Yep.
Oh, man. I know that he's contemplating retiring multiple times and going to the booth. I don't know. The Rams is tough because, they have Kupp who's injured. They got Nakua and the whole offensive line. Like, it's just, it's tough. I definitely take Green Bay on the points there. Rams are tough. Another game, last 3, Seahawks, Giants. Seahawks are 6.5-point favorites at home at Lumen Field in Seattle.
They're going to fucking roll the Giants, bro. The Giants might jump off sides 10 times.
Yeah, I think Seattle's going to roll, and they're pissed off after losing to Detroit, which they haven't lost to Detroit in the last 11 times. Like, they're going to be, and they're pissed off. Giants, I don't know. Daniel Jones, and I know what JB feels about him, but I think JB's kind of rolling back his comments on Daniel Jones a little bit.
Daniel Jones is fucking terrible. I don't care what JB or anybody says.
Well, JB was high on him and said he was going to be comeback player of the year, and then 5 games in, he's like, I
come back and work at Pinkos player of the year.
Yeah.
Come back at work in Panera Bread player of the year. Get the fuck out of here with this shit.
Yeah, tough game for the Giants. I think, Seattle could win by 10 plus at least. Here, Steelers and Cowboys. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to guess these are the Monday night games. They're doing 2 of them.
Steelers, Cowboys are Sunday night. Man.
Okay. Well, then one Monday night game this week. Steelers, Cowboys. Steelers are 1.5-point favorites at home versus the Cowboys. I believe Justin Fields is going to start for them. Your
As
thoughts?
he should. Justin Fields should start. He threw for 320 yards last week.
Matt, you have PTSD of Russell Wilson on the Broncos. I hate to break it
Fuck
to you.
Russell Wilson. That guy's a fucking chump. I don't want to hear it, you granola ass Seattle fan. Shut the fuck up. We didn't get the same guy. I don't want to hear it. Fucking Justin Fields should start. Russell Wilson's fucking ass. All right? Terrible. So I don't want to hear that shit. He threw for 320 yards last week. The fucking refs and that awful call fucking stole the game from Pittsburgh. They even came out and said it was the wrong call.
Yeah.
So I think Pittsburgh should be 4-0 and pissed off. I think they're going to roll Dallas at home. Dallas is going to be ready for that defense. They can't block TJ Watt and Hightower. And I think Justin Fields will just get better and better and better and better. So, this is a dick in a blender game, bro. Period. This is fucking Dallas going in, and you get one shot and it's over. So I think Pittsburgh rolls them on Sunday night.
Yeah. I think, I gladly take 1.5 Pittsburgh.
I'm not the only one that thinks fucking Russell Wilson's a chump, too. You're not really a Russell Wilson fan, are you?
I believe that in order for that offense to really start humming, it's going to be Russ. That's my honest belief. 100%. I think that ultimately he will start for him.
That's the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard. Russell Wilson is fucking collecting a check so he can retire. Does your calf hurt still, Russ?
Yeah. See, I
still Russ.
I look at it like a Cooper Rush situation with the Cowboys 2 years ago. Do you remember?
God, dude.
No, I'm dead serious.
You and JB and Cooper fucking Rush. Shut the fuck up. I'm not listening to this.
No, okay. I'm just telling you my opinion.
Nope. Cooper Rush. The minute you say Cooper
opinion.
Rush, I know it's not really your opinion.
Well,
no one thinks Cooper Rush is good, but JB. You've been brainwashed. You're like the fucking Manchurian candidate. You've been fucking brainwashed.
Russell Wilson is
shitty quarterbacks are good and good quarterbacks are shitty. He has.
Are we really gonna sit here and say Justin Fields balling out right now, man? Come on, be real, bro.
Daniel Jones is good. Russell Wilson's good. Cooper Rush is better than Dak, and you're like, oh yeah. Shut up.
Man, well, Steelers are going to win that game. Shoot, whoever's our quarterback. Chiefs, last game here. Chiefs and Saints on Monday night. Chiefs are my 5.5-point favorites at home. Your thoughts?
Look, the last time the Chiefs and the Saints played, and I remember it was in COVID, and it was like fucking 58-54. And I made a ton of money on that game. I picked Kamara and Murray to score, Kelsey and Hill, and they all scored before halftime.
Wow. Yeah, that's
And
good
it just
shit.
popped out. I'm like, fuck the second half. But I think that I don't know if it'll be as high scoring, but the Saints defense is pretty good. They're coming off 2 losses. Kansas City is Kansas City. They find a way to pull a rabbit out of their hat. But hey, when you're playing 15-11, it's okay. There's 4 refs.
Yeah.
So, I'm just saying it's in Arrowhead, take the Chiefs.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, I think it's tough for New Orleans. And yeah, like you said, 15-11, exactly like you said. But yeah,
Bailey, are you okay? Am I being too rude to you today, Bailey? Do you need a neck rub?
Oh my God.
Are you sure?
Chat, relax. Jesus Christ.
You're so
Holy
rude.
shit. It's all right.
Bailey,
Hey.
are you okay? Shit.
Yeah. Well, fuck. What about I had one game I didn't ask you about tonight, college, UNLV Syracuse. And then Oregon, start with UNLV Syracuse.
In Vegas or in Syracuse? In Vegas.
Vegas.
UNLV will be Syracuse in Vegas. And
We're
what's the other game?
6.5-point favorites tonight. I'm like, I don't know.
I think UNLV they'll beat the Orange in Vegas.
I think they'll win. I just don't think they cover. I think 6.5 points.
No, bro. They scored like 50 points last week again. They're pretty good. And it's really easy to score in college. Keep that in mind if you're good. What's the other game?
Oregon, Michigan State.
Tonight.
Yeah. It's 9 Eastern, I'd say. Let's see.
I'll take Oregon on the road. Yeah, I don't think they're ready in East Lansing for that game.
Well, Oregon's at home, and they're 23.5 favorites.
Taking Oregon. 100%. I'm also taking Mount Vista over Valor because that game's tonight. I can't fucking wait. And speaking of that, I got to go. So enjoy your Friday, bitches.
Great show. See y'all Monday.